So my name is Valerie Mayen, and I'm a fashion designer. I own a locally based company in Cleveland, Ohio called Yellow Cake. I started sewing clothes probably in 2006, officially, but I started sewing clothes in my personal life probably in college. In college I was making taking YouTube vintage t-shirts and restitching them or cutting them up and making them fit better. I was screen printing a lot, and I was appliquing everything onto anything I could find a surface to applique on. But then as I started learning how to sew properly, I was making skirts, tunics, hats. I like to use a lot of heavy body knits, like a double knit, anything that's like an interlock or a romapanti. I choose where I get it from based on the supplier. So certain suppliers sell different textiles, So our suppliers in Pittsburgh, for example, Fabric Mart, funny name but great company, they provide most of our ponte for us. And for our wools, we get them from MJCon in New York. Anything that we need in terms of finer fabrics, we get from Fine Fabric Sales in Chicago. And then of course our leathers we get from either Tandy Leather, Waterhouse Leathers, wherever we can get the best price. Kind of let the fabric dictate the garment, not the other way around. Our suppliers and our vendors are a big part of our company. I mean, we've been working with some of them for as long as we've been in business, So our sewing machines, they come from Pete at Globe Sew, and he's local. He's on 55th and Francis. So I think that's what's great about a lot of our vendors is that we're small, and because of that, we can be nimble, and so are they. I would say maybe 1 to 4 times a year we'll go to New York to get our bigger supplies, like oak tag. Oak tag is this big bolt of manila paper we have in the back, and it costs to ship it as much as it does to buy it. So yeah, we definitely buy almost all of our supplies, all of our materials, all of our raw goods from some of the same vendors and suppliers, just because either they have good customer service, they have good prices, or because it's just so dang hard to find certain things in our industry that once you find someone that works and that's good, you stick with it as long as you can. You invest in quality goods because they'll last longer. And also, I think that kind of wraps around to how we invest in our relationships. We always buy from certain companies, even if the prices are a little bit higher, because their customer service is better or because our relationship with them is valuable. Social media, we definitely are starting to follow more corporate brands. MM LaFleur, Two Chic Work Chicks, Corporate Girls. We're trying to follow media accounts that are geared more towards corporate working women. And so we've noticed that when we're following women who are more of our target market, it's content that's more valuable. And I think as I've kind of grown up with my business, so has our voice. The second time around on Project Runway for All Stars, I definitely felt a lot more prepared. I definitely felt like I had more of a fighting chance. When I first went on the show, I'd only been sewing for 2 years when I went on season 8. So it was I felt like it was a fluke that I got on, but I did, and I think I did pretty good considering my skill level. But for season 5, by that point when I was on All Stars, I had 6 fashion collections and events under my belt. I had 5 years of having a retail store on my side of experience, and I learned how to sew a lot faster, a lot more efficiently, and my design aesthetic, I think my voice was a lot more refined then. A garment can completely transform somebody. For me, it's about what the garment can do to a person who didn't think otherwise. When I buy something new or I'm wearing something new, I feel like I can do anything, And I think that's kind of the point of fashion that sometimes people miss.